Satnam, Nicole Nardone here, and I have a meditation that I'd like to share with you from the Kundalini Yoga tradition. So this meditation is called the Magnificent Mantra Meditation. So how could we go wrong with a name like that? This meditation amplifies your radiant body. It gives you a supercharged, super golden radiant body. So the radiant body is the radiance of the soul. It's the light of the soul kind of moved through all 10 bodies, all the different layers that a human being exists on. It kind of moves through all the minds, all the chakra system, it kind of saturates every part of you, every cell, and then even goes beyond you. And so radiant body is one of those bodies that when you die, when the human body passes away, the radiant body lives on. So the radiant body will continue after, this mask falls away. So it's a really powerful practice to amplify. So when someone has a really strong radiant body, they're often described as radiant, or golden or glowing. People will use those words to describe them. The radiant body also gives you a certain kind of courage. It gives you this grit, this vitality, this ability to endure, this ability to be very, very tenacious and, have the capacity to go long stretches with a little because you are filled by this inner light. So the radiant body kind of fills you up from the inside. It lets this light bubble up from deep within you, this Kundalini force that lets you fill to the brim with this light, this golden liquid of the soul, and it lets it move out into the space around you. And so Yogi Bhajan talked a lot about how in this time in history we're going to be squished a little bit. We're going to feel an immense amount of pressure from all different directions. It's going to feel like things are hopeless. It's going to feel like there's no way that we can evolve, but we have to. And this is one of those meditations that he gave to help keep us lifted, to help keep us lifting each other as well. So not only is the radiant body helpful for you because it gives you that courage to keep going when things are tough, but it also lifts other people up that are around you just by your presence. So just by amplifying your radiant body, you're giving other people the opportunity to elevate themselves, to heal themselves, to come into that light of the soul. It's like when one person is lit in a room, it gives everyone in that room permission to also be lit. And it's up to them what they do with that, of course, but this kind of opens that door. How beautiful is that? The other thing that this meditation can do is, and one of the reasons I love working on the radiant body, is that it brings success, on a very deep level. And I'm not talking about a fancy car, money, or it might be those things for you, and that's fine. And it also brings success of the spirit, victory of the spirit. So whatever your dharma is, whatever you came here to fulfill, whatever stamp you came to put on the world, big or small, whatever that is for you, the radiant body being activated and amplified will sort of create a container and a safe cocoon for that to be brought out into the world. So when you're wanting to work on success, prosperity, that kind of thing, really getting your voice out into the world, your work out into the world, your heart, your love out into the world, radiant body all the way. Have I convinced you yet? Are you on board? If you're watching this video, you probably are already on board. So anyway, so we're going to begin with this meditation. So it's a really fun meditation to do too. So it's really, a lot of times with radiant body meditations, they're very intense, physically intense. We're holding our arms out for 11 minutes or something like that. This one is not like that. It's very a happy meditation. So you're going to go like this with the hands. You're going to bend your elbows. Elbows are just into the sides, and hands can be right at the level of the shoulders here. And we're going to be opening and closing the hands. So you're going to make fists with the hands every time you chant HUD. And we're going to do 4 HUDs. So you're going to go HUD, 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 HUD. And as you chant HUD, you're pulling the navel into the spine just a little bit. And it might be, it might take a little while for you to get the hang of that. But every time you hear HUD, you're pulling the navel into the spine and making your fists with your hands. And when you stretch the fingers out again, make sure there's a lot of space in between the fingers. We're trying to activate the fingers, activate all these relate to different planets, the fingers do, and so your energy is kind of expanding like all the way to Pluto. Yeah. So hud, hud, hud. And then we're gonna add a mantra at the end of those huds, and it'll be like this. Hud, 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 Govinde. Hud, 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 Mukande. Hud, 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 Udare. Hud, 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 Apare. Hud, 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 Hariyam. Hud, 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 Kariyam. Hud, 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 Nirname. Hud, 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 Akame. You got it? So you can get the hud, that part for sure, right? Pulling the navel in. The second word, you'll do fine, right? After a while, you'll get the hang of it. Those 8 words that we're chanting, Govinde, Mukande, Udare, Pade, Hariyam, Kariyam, Name, Akame, that's a mantra for fearlessness, for courage of the soul, for that soul to sort of be enthroned. I like to say that a strong, radiant body enthrones the soul. It sort of like elevates you to this very regal place, right? So what this does, this movement is also going to create like this golden shield around you, this beautiful like orb of light around you that's incredibly uplifting, incredibly creative, and makes you very, very intuitive. So we will chant our tune-in mantra first. Om Namo Gurudev Namo are the words. It means I bow to the teacher within me. And your palms together of your hands. Press the palms to touch, thumbs to the heart, prayer pose. Inhale. Exhale.
Hare Inhale deeply, hold the breath in, top of the inhale. Exhale, relax. Release the arms down, release the breath.
Beautiful. It can be nice after this meditation to just sit with yourself and kind of feel that vastness, feel that radiance, kind of let every cell of your body soak in that vibration, in that mantra, in that power of the soul, in that radiance of the soul, kind of feeling yourself lifted, elevated, and feeling that soul enthroned. You can do this meditation for 3 minutes. We did it for 11. 11 would be ideal. The ideal